Hello, my lovely angels. This is your girl Sim back with another episode of the Sim Squad. Hi. Today I have 4 perfumes from Paris Corner, which was kindly sent to me by them. Paris Corner will be releasing a lot of perfumes, so stay tuned. They have like a lot of new perfumes planned. As a matter of fact, all the brands have new perfumes planned. But I think they all will start releasing it from January or end of December. And it's going to be an exciting period, but also quite overwhelming. So I'm glad I have some of the Paris Corner perfumes right now, so we can start like slowly and gradually. And I always tell you guys when I receive a PR, just for clarity purpose, just for not clarity, transparency purpose, so that you know it's a PR, yeah? If you're new on my channel, please be rest assured that even if I receive PR, I'm not going to be biased. I'm going to give you my true and honest opinion. By now, I think everybody knows my choices. They know if I'm going to honestly like a perfume or not like a perfume. So just be rest assured that my reviews are going to be honest. Now let me start with the first one, which was very anticipated, and I know a lot of you were waiting for me to review this. This is the new Taskeen and it's called Lactea Divina. That's the box. It's very cute. And that is the new Taskeen bottle. So the bottle is the same, just like the old Taskeens, but it's just like a little ombre. And it's the same texture, everything like the Taskeen bottles. You know I like the texture. Now previous Taskeens, they have 3. 2 were fruity, 1 was the gourmand, and this again is a floral gourmand. And this is supposed to be again an inspiration from Blanche Bette. Now I want to compare this to the original Blanche Bette, and I want to compare this to Her Confession. But first, for the people who have not smelled the other 2, I want to tell you how this perfume smells like. Now first things first, I love it. I know, whenever I get excited about a perfume, I can't wait till the end of the video to tell you, oh, it's a 10 out of 10. No, I'll tell you now, it's a 10 out of 10. It's beautiful. You know I love my Blanche Bette. I have like a sample, it's like I love my Blanche Bette as if I have the full bottle. But I'm borderline obsessed with the Latafa Her Confession, you know that as well. It's been appearing on my channel since the time I bought it. I am just like obsessed with it. I've been using it a lot. It's one of those perfumes I really gravitate towards. I was very happy to smell this one. While it smells similar, it's not exactly the same. But let me tell you first how this smells like. Lactea Divina is a milky scent with tuberose. Think of the base as milk and tuberose with the backdrop of vanilla and tonka. This is the basic perfume, how it smells like. If you just spray it, the initial thing you'll smell is a milky tuberose with vanilla and tonka. But if you read the notes, you start detecting things that you thought you could not detect, you know. First of all, the incense in this, it's definitely present, unlike the Her Confession where you smell the incense but you're like, it's there but not kind of like, it's very like muted. In this, on the other hand, you can actually smell the incense but not in a smoky burning way. It smells like the incense sticks. Let me tell you the notes first so that it's easy for you to understand. Top notes are cocoa and incense. Now when they say cocoa, it almost smells like, you know, the cocoa butter, the Palmer's cocoa butter, the lotion or oil, whatever you use. It has a very distinct smell. Take that distinct smell of cocoa butter and put it like maybe 3%. Why I like it in this perfume is because it gives this perfume a little bitterness, and you know the bitterness I'm talking about. The cocoa butter definitely has like a little bitterness, and while it's very overwhelming in the lotions and oils, in this it's not, because again it's only 3%. The heart notes are jasmine and tuberose, and the base notes are vanilla, tonka and milky notes. So once again, you have your white florals which are milky, tonka, vanilla, and then you have the added cocoa butter scent, little bit. They've mentioned cocoa, but for me it smells like cocoa butter. And then you have your incense, which is like quite prominent in this one compared to Her Confession. The perfume once again literally smells like the color white. Now in comparison to Blanche Bette and Her Confession, those are milky florals and they're definitely more floral heavy. This one is more of milk and tonka heavy, and the florals are there equally. So the florals don't really dominate the perfume. This also somehow smells thicker in consistency. The other 2 perfumes are very airy. They're very also fresh. This one goes more towards the gourmand. It feels almost as though the milk in this is a heavy full cream milk. You know, there's a difference between the skim milk, the regular milk and the heavy cream milk. You feel like the milk in this is the heavy cream milk. So to me, the fact that this smells exactly like Blanche Bette, but the difference is that the milk is heavier on this The incense is quite prominent, and then you have that cocoa butter, which is adding a little bit of creaminess but also a little bit of bitterness, which is elevating this perfume. For me, this is like a masterclass on how to make a already good perfume better. Now, do you need both Lactea Divina and Her Confession? No, because they're very, very close. The difference is, I mean, when you spray it next to each other, you'll definitely smell the difference. But if you're wearing one or the other, people will assume that you're wearing Blanche Bête. How would you choose between the two? First of all is the price point, because Her Confession, it is not very expensive at all because it's not from the Pride collection from Latafa. However, Taskeen Lactea Divina is so much cheaper. In UAE on pariscorner.ae, it's only being sold for $25. So if you like a slightly more floral Blanche Bête, go for Her Confession. If you want the same Blanche Bête to lean a little bit more milky and smell a little bit more sophisticated, or not sophisticated, actually both of them are sophisticated, this just has like a little bit of that difference. To me, honestly, both. I'm going to keep both of them. I like to wear this sometimes, I like to wear Her Confession sometimes. This perfume is 100% feminine. You can wear it all day in all weather. I wouldn't choose to wear it during daytime or evening or any specific weather. It's milky, but it's not milky enough to make you nauseated in summer, so I will still wear this during summer. It has no Middle Eastern vibe. The projection is around 2 feet. Longevity is 8 hours, which is amazing. This is definitely a 10 out of 10 perfume for me. I mean, there's no doubt about it. Like I told you from the beginning, the moment I sprayed this, I was like, yep, this is going to be an obsession. The color perception for this is white. And the celebrity, I could literally not think of a celebrity. The only thing I could think of was like an angel. Like it smells very angelic. The same thing I felt with Her Confession as well. But for Taskeen Lactea Divina, I really thought long and hard. I'm like, who does it remind me of? But I just could not think of anybody. And the temperature for this is neutral. The next perfume again is from Paris Corner. This is a very old perfume, but for some reason I never tried it because I was so sick and tired of that Baby Cat, Bottega Veneta, the perfume. I was so sick of those perfumes. I was just tired. I was like, stop. You know how now we are feeling the same thing with Angel Share DNA? It was the same for me with this. So I didn't purchase it. But so many of y'all insisted. You were like, Simin, we know your taste. You're going to love this perfume. And you were so right. Because I got the Rifaaqat. That's the box. It's very non-impressive. But like, I like the box. But the bottle is gorgeous. Look at that. And you know, in the pictures and everything, Rifaaqat, it doesn't do justice. It's a very, very chic looking bottle. I love bottles like this. Look at the text, how they've written it at the back. So chic. Like it's so chic. It's a beautiful bottle. I love it. Does it smell like Baby Cat? Because it's supposed to be an inspiration for Baby Cat. It does and it does not at the same time. Does it smell like Ishq Al Shuyuk by Latafa? Because these were all released at the same time as like inspirations for Baby Cat. I love Baby Cat and I love Ishq Al Shuyuk. You know that. But Ishq Al Shuyuk was very, very, very masculine. I still wore it though. This is Baby Cat and Bianco Latte, like together. So it has like this very strong vanilla. Like think of if you had mixed Ishq Al Shuyuk with the Eclair by Latafa. If you had mixed the two perfumes, how it would smell like. Rifaaqat smells exactly like that. When you first spray out this perfume, the suede in this is so strong. You might actually feel like it smells a little plasticky. Some people are calling it like a motherboard smell. It doesn't smell like the motherboard. I've worked on motherboards, by the way. If I tell you the history of the work I've done in my life, I've also made computers, physically, handmade computers, you know. But I'm digressing, but doesn't smell like motherboards for sure. But yeah, it definitely does have like that initial strong leather smell or suede smell. So spray it out, wait for a day or two. It changes pretty quickly. Also, once it's macerated, which mine is, because clearly it's a very, very old bottle, what it starts smelling like is like a very, very beautiful vanilla with a soft suede. It has like hint of spices and it has a hint of booziness. The vanilla in this is very clearly bourbon vanilla and you can smell it. If you're a fragrance lover, you know exactly how bourbon vanilla smells like, right? This one has a very distinct bourbon vanilla smell with the suede, with the additional touch of spices, a little bit of resins and a little bit of woods. The top notes are black pepper, pink pepper and elemi. Middle notes of olibanum and saffron, and the base notes of bourbon vanilla, suede and cedar. This is a very leatherette perfume. The moment you smell this, you feel BDSM. Your brain immediately goes there because it is definitely a sweet prominent perfume, but it's sweet at the same time. So, and it's vanilla sweet, and vanilla sweet is always associated with something sexy. I mean, I'm sorry for my bluntness, but this is a baddie. It's a baddie perfume. So yes, while it opens with like this resinous, boozy vanilla spicy perfume with the peppers, it does have like a very strong suede note. So you must absolutely love the combination of vanilla and suede to love this perfume. However, I want to point out that if you did not like Ishkal Shuyuk, and if you're scared that this is going to smell like Ishkal Shuyuk, it does smell like Ishkal Shuyuk, but it is not the same. This one is the suede in this especially is very toned down. The vanilla is more prominent. So this is much sweeter, it's a bit lighter, it's more feminine than unisex. And I don't know from where, but I'm getting like a slight incensey vibe as well in this, but it's definitely not in the forefront, but it's there somewhere in the background. Also, when you spray it initially, don't let it throw you off because the suede can be overwhelming, especially if you're used to softer fragrances, feminine fragrances like Lactea Divina. That's like a stark opposite to this perfume. Spray it, but wait for some time. Let that dry down, which happens within a few minutes. You don't even have to wait too long. And then you'll see that vanilla magic happening, the boozy vanilla magic. The vanilla, the bourbon vanilla, it kind of is like borderline smelling like caramel in this also. So just when I thought I was done with this DNA, like I was literally like, I had like sworn, I was like, never again am I gonna buy a perfume that smells like baby cat. This happened. And you know what? Now I'm in love with it all over again. And I'm like, especially now because it's winter over here, I love it. This is going to be like one of those perfumes I'm going to use a lot. And once again, although it's a unisex perfume, let me just say, if a woman wears this, it's a different level of sexiness. Would I call this a Middle Eastern perfume? No, I would not. Some people might consider that strong leather, vanilla, spices combination as Middle Eastern. I don't consider that DNA to be Middle Eastern. The projection is like 4 to 5 feet. It's insanely strong and the longevity is 8+ hours. This is a 10 out of 10 perfume for me. It's gorgeous. I really like it. And the celebrity I want to assign to this is Catwoman. But think of your version of Catwoman. Who was the perfect Catwoman for you? For me, it was Michelle Pfeiffer. Hands down. I mean, Halle Berry was awesome too, but like, I don't know. As a matter of fact, also, what's her name? The recent one from the Batman. She also did a very good job, but in my head, the OG will always be Michelle Pfeiffer. So think of your perfect version of Catwoman, this is her. The color perception is that leather black, the leather greyish black, the dark grey black, but it has a little bit warmth to it. I'll try to put a picture, but I know black, you can't really show the tone. Maybe I can. I'll try my best to put a picture for you over here that will show the tone as well. During sometimes you feel it's hot, sometimes you feel it's cold. So it's strange. That's why I'm going to assign it both hot and cold. Now let's take a break actually for Paris Corner and let's go for Mashrabya. So Mashrabya, when I saw the bottle and I saw the packaging, I was sure this is going to be a masculine fragrance, and I was right. It is a masculine fragrance. It's unisex, but it leans masculine. Let's start with that. I absolutely love the bottle. That's the bottle. It looks like something from like a crypt. What do you call it? Is it a crypt? Look at the bottle. I mean, it's very stunning. It has all these grooves and cuts. Is it a crypt? What is that thing called where there's messages hidden inside and you're like... By the way, I've not been telling you the Fragrantica rating. This one is rated 4.4, which is amazing. Rifaaqat was also 4.4. Lactea Divina is very new, but it was rated, I think 4 or something, which is like, how? Now Mashrabya again is your Oriental vanilla. So when you say Oriental vanilla, you're like, it's gonna smell like angel share, but no, it's not. It is a very niche smelling perfume. Let's start with that. It has the opening of apple shisha accord. Okay, so over here, of course, in the Middle East, shisha is like everywhere. We grew up smelling shisha. This smells like the double apple shisha. It has the strong tobacco apple scent. It's slightly smoky. The black pepper is quite prominent in the opening, but you also have hints of cinnamon here and there. First, let me tell you the notes so it's easier to understand. Top notes are apple shisha accord and pink pepper. Middle notes are cinnamon, dates and tobacco. And then the base notes are vanilla, caramel and patchouli. So the common thing in this with angel share or any of those other ones is the date and cinnamon. That's it. It stops over there. Maybe also it's slight bit boozy, which is why you feel like it's like that DNA sort of, but it's not. Like I can't compare this to angel share at all. This is supposed to be actually an inspiration for Smoking Hot by Kilian, which I smelt once and I liked it, but I immediately thought it was a very, very masculine fragrance. So I didn't pay heed to it. I actually smelt it and I forgot about it. I was like, okay, nice, that's it, you know. So once again, the opening is like your apple shisha, your double apple shisha. It has that fiery pink pepper in it, and then you have your hint of cinnamon, the sweetness of dates. This is like the opening, and from here onwards it gets very linear because the tobacco reveals itself. So in the opening you do have that smoky fiery thing going on, but then once the tobacco reveals itself, everything is like in one straight line. And honestly, at that point you don't really have much to say about this perfume because it's a tobacco prominent perfume. Now the tobacco in this smells like the tobacco from the Keali tobacco. What was it called? Oudgasm tobacco. Yeah, vanilla tobacco or something. It smells like that Oudgasm tobacco. You will know when you smell and sample this perfume, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. There are two different types of tobaccos. Actually, there are three. One which smells like pure tobacco. One is like, when I tell you sweet tobacco, that's actually like the cigars, the sweet cigars that you get. And then you have this tobacco which smells like the actual tobacco, the leaf, like the raw leaf. And this is smelling of that raw leaf. So smoky apple shisha, pink pepper, cinnamon, dates, your strong prominent tobacco, and in the base you have your vanilla, caramel and patchouli. It does get quite earthy when it dries down, but because the perfume is so linear and tobacco heavy, you get the patchouli with the tobacco and with this smoky sweetness in the background. Now, will I wear this on myself? Honestly, no. I really like the perfume. Ali would also probably wear this only on occasions. I know Ali's taste. He likes fresher perfumes. He loves perfumes that smell aquatic, citrus, fresh, woody. When it comes to heavier perfumes which have extremely sweet notes, he gets a little cautious. But he would definitely wear this like probably on occasions and stuff, or if we are going out for formal dinners. It does smell very, very niche and expensive. I cannot stress enough how niche and like it smells for sure something that comes out of the house of Kilian. To me, this is a masculine fragrance. I won't call it unisex. It's a very, very masculine fragrance. It's meant for fall and winter for sure. As a matter of fact, more winter than fall. It's that strong, that heady, that tobacco heavy. Yes, in this I would tell you the Middle Eastern vibe exists because of that date, cinnamon and tobacco combination. Also that patchouli is a very Middle Eastern patchouli. The projection is like 4 to 5 feet. It's insane. It projects like crazy and it's beast mode, so 8+ hours. My rating for this I would say is like a 9 out of 10. Yeah, 9 out of 10. I wouldn't give it 10 out of 10 just because I'm not like wowed by it. It's a very beautiful fragrance and I'm giving it 9 just because it has this very super expensive niche quality. And I know this will not come in use that much, but once it does, it will definitely be a very, very impressive perfume. The celebrity I thought of was Liam Neeson. That strength, that what do you call it? The presence, you know, how strong it is. And the color probably like slate. It's weird that the last two perfumes have been black. Okay, so this is like a slate. I think in the other one also I said gray something, right? This is like also like a slate color. And the temperature for this is definitely hot. It's a warm fragrance. It definitely feels like when you come close to a fireplace, how you feel like that. Moving on, I have two perfumes from Ministry of Gourmand, which is a branch of Paris Corner, you know that. And they have released two of them. There's Mango, Jugoso and Coconut Lagoon. That's the box. The reason why I'm holding it carefully because I broke this one while taking it out. Let me start with the one I'm not so fond of and then I'll do the one I'm very, very fond of. So this one, it opens like this. The packaging is gorgeous. Look at that. And that's exactly how I broke it. So I've literally broke the entire thing. And this is the part I like. They listen to everybody and they've changed their packaging of Ministry of Gourmand. The packaging is absolutely stunning. The bottle is so heavy. The cap feels so heavy. It's metal, it's not plastic. So I really, really am impressed with the packaging of this one. It's probably one of my favorite bottles over here that don't make too much noise, but they are impressive. I really like this packaging. The entire packaging experience is amazing. So Mango Jugoso is an extremely fruity fragrance, like extremely, it's a fruit bomb. And the name Mango Jugoso is very appropriate. It immediately opens with an unmistakable blood orange, like it's so distinctly blood orange. And then it transitions into more fruits and ultimately to a mango fragrance. When I smelled this, the first thing I thought of was, do you know what tang is? I mean, I'm sure you do because it's like an international thing. I don't know why I just said that. Take 60% mango tang. Take a pitcher, put 60% powder of mango tang, add another 20% of orange tang, and then add like a 20% of your mixed fruits tang. That's mango jugoso. I literally, when I smelled it, I was like, wow, this is going to be easy to explain because it literally smells like tang. When I was growing up, my whole family, they used to enjoy orange tang. I was not an orange tang person. I was like the mango tang girly. Sometimes pineapple as well. So I know the smell of each and every tang like really, really well. The top notes are blood orange, grapefruit, mango, and blackcurrant. And this could not be more true. Like the instant smell that you get in the opening is blood orange. But then you start smelling your grapefruit, ultimately the mango, and other fruits which I'll mention. Blackcurrant, I don't smell it all that much. The middle notes are peach, pineapple, and melon. And in the base, you have violet, sugar, and musk. It's the same violet which is there in forbidden sugar. You know, the violet musk combination, it's the same thing in the end. It also has that strange dry down of, I don't know why I'm comparing it to, it's just that violet and musk part of it is from the forbidden sugar. And strangely enough, that violet and musk round it up a little bit more, they make it slightly creamier. So initially it smells like a very lightweight juice, the tang juice, you know how it is, it's thin. But then once it starts drying down, it starts getting thicker, and that's when you start smelling it like a packaged juice like Capri Sun or something. They're slightly thicker, right, in consistency. The melon in this is definitely a musk melon. So when you smell it, you smell all these notes separately. You can smell the blood orange, grapefruit, mango, blackcurrant in a little bit. You smell the peach, you smell the pineapple, and you definitely smell the melon. And in the base, you smell the sweet, creamy violet musk. It is nice, but if you know me, you know my taste. I am not very fond of super fruity fragrances. When I smelled this initially, I actually liked it quite a bit because I was like, you know, nostalgia, it hits you. All your memories from the childhood, happy memories, because tang somehow is like a happy thing, you know. You smell it and you're like instantly refreshed. So it kind of gave me that nostalgia, and I was like, wow, this perfume is good. But the more I used it, the more I tried it, I was like, yup, this is going to be too overwhelming for me because I'm not a fruity person. I'm not a fruity fragrance person at all. So yes, it's a 7.5, let's just call it. Definitely very, very feminine, no Middle Eastern vibe. Projection is like 2 to 3 feet. It's very, very strongly projecting. Longevity is around 7 hours. It's a very, very, very spring, summer, sitting next to the pool or going to the beach or going on a vacation. It's a very tropical smelling perfume. It's a very fun, happy perfume. Like you wear this, you can't help but feel happy. For anybody who loves fruity fragrances, you're going to really like this perfume. The celebrity, I didn't have to think too hard for this one. Jessica Biel popped in my head because she has the best beach body. And the moment I thought of this perfume, immediately it was like it has to be a celebrity that knows how to surf. Actually, not just surf, but like somebody who goes to the beach a lot. I don't know why Jessica Biel came to mind. The color perception for this is mango and kind of like the same color, this one. It's this color. They have chosen, the colors are very appropriate for both these perfumes, by the way. And the temperature for this is neutral. Let's move on to the next one, which I really, really liked. As a matter of fact, I kind of like, I'm missing summer now because I'm like, I want to wear this perfume. This is the Coconut Lagoon. Again, opens up like a little cabinet, like a dollhouse. And that is the bottle. Look how gorgeous. I am loving these bottles. So this one has like a silver cap with the studs on top. This one has the gold one. This has a gold ombre, and the other one has this Maldives green kind of, definitely giving like Maldives. It smells like fun packed into a bottle. By the way, these are not inspirations for anything. They all are original DNAs and they're not listed anywhere yet. And the price for this, I don't have the price, which is why I have not put the price for these. The top notes are lemon, mandarin and bergamot. Middle notes are apple, watermelon and caramel. And the base notes are vanilla and coconut. Now the opening is definitely, you feel like they've thrown in all the citruses. But the citrus that is smelling the strongest to me is the lemon. Like when you squeeze the lemon, you know that it hurt. That smell of lemon and that feeling you get, it's that kind of lemon. Plus it has mandarin and bergamot, which is like the mandarin is adding a little bit of sweetness in the opening, and the bergamot adding a little bit of fresh but bitter quality. Now when they say middle notes of apple and watermelon and caramel, I don't know where these are, because these are something I don't smell. These notes are the ones I'm not detecting, and thank goodness, because I hate apple. I mean, I don't hate it. It's just apple is a note that can go wrong for me very easily. If it smells like freshly cut apples or apple juice, I'm not gonna like it. If it smells like cooked apple, then I will be fine with it. So when I saw the apple note, I'm like, oh no. But then I smelled it. I was like, okay, there's no apple and there's no watermelon, and the mixture of apple and watermelon in a perfume. L'Emperatrice by Dolce & Gabbana, I know everybody loves it. I do not like that perfume. Now I feel like the vanilla coconut in the base along with those citruses is what makes this perfume. That's what this perfume is. Maybe they have put apple, watermelon and caramel as a sweet note in the background. Plus these bottles are very, very new. What's the production date on this? Okay, it says July of this year, so it's been produced and kept for some time, It definitely does smell macerated, but when you open the perfume, it will mature. The ingredients will oxidize a little bit, mix with the air and everything. So maybe it will change a little bit, but I hope not, because I love it just the way it is right now. This literally smells. Again, I don't know what's up with me and saying smells instead of smells. This literally smells like you're sitting under the sun on the beach. There's sand between your toes, and you're relaxing with like a cocktail next to you, and there's the sea breeze coming towards you. The sea breeze in this smells slightly, ever so slightly, like the Salty Breeze by Paris Corner. There is a little bit of that ozonic, that airy quality. Coconut Lagoon just smells like a very simple pick-me-up perfume. Smells like make me fresh perfume, and I do feel like this is a very, very vacation kind of perfume. It gives vacation vibe. It's a must for anybody who likes citrus perfumes. I'm so glad that I have another citrus that I like, because I do have like a lot of citruses in my collection. Mazaji is one of them that I really, really like, but it's very distinct. It's very different. Same thing with La Venture Femme. There are different types. So this is very, very different, because this is like a pure, almost kind of smells like Moscow Mule, but it's a very, very feminine one. Now, while I'm saying it's feminine, it's unisex, but leaning heavily feminine. A guy can pull this off if they want to. This kind of smells like a surfer girl vibe. That's why the celebrity which came to mind to me was Cameron Diaz. The projection for this is like 1 to 2 feet, and the longevity is around 6 to 7 hours right now. It might change. Right now it's pushing it like 7 hours. The color perception for me is like a lime color, and the temperature for this is cool. Like I've chosen the lime color, but also this color is also like this golden, I don't know what this color is. Like I'm calling it like the Maldives color. Sea green. It's sea green basically. So those were all the hauls for today. I quite like this entire thingy. Although I was not too fond of the mango Jugoso, I will still probably wear it in summer. I need to try this in summer again, and I need to try it after it has sat down for a little bit, macerated a little bit. Because I know these perfumes, especially Paris Corner, once you open it, give it a few weeks and it changes like drastically. So I will do a maceration update for all of these. Lactea Divina on the other hand, it's like right on the top. It's like gone on the top. I love this perfume so much. As a matter of fact, I'll wear it today. And I have a feeling I wanted to try this on camera, because I was like, let's do. Already Rifaaqat is a mixture of Bianco Latte, yes, and Baby Cat. I wanted to see how it smells like if I mix it with Lactea Divina. Let's give it a... I sprayed one of each, yeah? Oh my gosh, try it. Try these two together. Okay, very unlikely combination. I know. Okay, try the both together. It smells so good right now. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna wear both of these today. And this is why I know I always forget when I do these hauls, I need to mix these up. Like at least test them and try them together, so you can know like if they're gonna smell good, or at least try them and tell you which one smells good. Oh, definitely Rifaaqat with Lactea Divina, or try Rifaaqat with your Her Confession. It's a very beautiful combination. I will be making many more compilation videos for you soon. The next probably the next one is going to be all the Shagaf Oud collection, because a lot of you are requesting me to do an update for my collection, because I have like 9 perfumes right now. I think 9. I have all the Shagaf Oud, so I'm going to make a compilation for that. I'm going to start doing the fragrance awards and other compilations soon as well. Since I didn't do the 12 days of Christmas, which was planned to do all these compilations, I'll do it one by one and release it till Jan. And that's it for today, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.